Alright guys, today I am far from home. I am in Montana. Now I'm here on vacation for a couple weeks, but today I actually didn't really have anything planned out during the day, so I figure, why don't I go into the small town that I'm staying in, check out all the pawn shops, thrift stops, and at the very end, check the one GameStop that is here. In fact, this GameStop is the only one within 100 miles of where I'm staying. Check it all out and see if there's any good deals on video games. So, let's go ahead and go to our first stop. Alright, looks like I just got to my first stop. It's gonna be this small thrift store. I'm really not expecting to get anything here. I mean, I wasn't planning on going game hunting while I was up here. I just happen to have a few hours today where I can. I'm in the Kalispell area in Montana. I think there's a population of less than 30,000 that live in this entire area. We'll see if this place has to offer. Well, after checking out that DVD shelf, I thought I was walking out with nothing, but turns out they had all the games behind the counter. Ended up picking up Tetris Plus and this Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles Edition. Now this one's sealed, and that's the main reason I picked it up. Both of these are $5 each, $10 to the pair of them. It's not bad. All right, next up, anything pawn, and part of anything is good old video games. That's what I like to see. Let's see what they got. Well, looks like we ain't getting anything today. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. They got an open sign on, but the doors are locked. I tried calling the phone number for the place, but nothing, so we'll keep moving on. Mega thrift store. Well, that gives me some high hopes. I usually don't stop by places like Goodwill or Salvation Army or other big thrift store chains just because there's usually just a lot of competition there, so people tend to pick it up pretty early, but you never know. In a place like this, a mega thrift store, there could be tons of stuff. Let's see what they got. VHSs though. But unfortunately, there really wasn't any good games there. But there at least were games there. A lot of these places I'm just not expecting to have any games at all, so I guess there's that. We'll keep moving on. Next up we get Kalispell Thrift. If only this was 1 year higher. Well, if you're looking for a copy of Wii Fit, this is your place, but other than that, nothing really good here. All right, next up, it looks like I'm going on what appears to be like one of the main streets in Kalispell. There's 5 pawn shops and 1 thrift store on this street that I'm gonna be going to, all within like 2 miles, so we'll see. I mean, one of these places has gotta have something for me. Okay, so this place actually isn't really a pawn shop. It's just kind of a trading post, I guess. It does say they have collectibles, so we'll see if that includes games. Only one way to find out. I don't see any games, but this is cool. All right, moving on. All right, looks like we got a pawn shop and a thrift store right next to each other. I'll check them both out and we'll see who beats who. I'm sensing a common theme. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, actually, I've been looking for this game for myself for a while. I don't know about that, though. It's really not a bad selection of PS2 games, but they're all terribly scratched. Let's check out the pawn shop. I've never seen one in person. Here we go. SNES games at the pawn shop. Okay, we got something here. There's something. I've never known a single human on Earth who has ever played this. How did an Australian game end up all the way in Montana? That is bizarre. It doesn't have its manual, but if it did, this is what it would be going for on Amazon. Yeah, thank you, Scott the Woz. Almost missed all this. Looks like there's way more over here. Well, the pawn shop definitely beat the thrift store. Ended up getting No Man's Sky and Backbreaker, both of those for $10. That's a really good deal. This place looks like it has never seen a video game in its life, which, hey, sometimes that's a good thing. I stand corrected. Well, this place forced me to eat my words. I ended up getting Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition and Arkham Origins, both of those for $10. It's a really good deal. Well, I got some front row. Wow. Okay, we're getting warmer, I might be here for a minute. You know, I'm really surprised about the amount of games that are in some of these Montana stores. Ended up picking up wet, it's just a loose disc, but even at a loose disc, it was worth picking up for like $5. Forza Motorsport 5, the Steelbook edition, it's still sealed. Gran Turismo 2, Fear on the PS3, Legends of WrestleMania, Tron Evolution, and another Arkham Origins. All of that, they ended up working me a pretty good deal. I got all that for $50, so can't complain about that. And with that, that's pretty much all the stores I can go to, except for GameStop, of course. Now this is the only GameStop within like 100 miles of where I am right now, so there could really be nothing in here, or it could have a ton of stuff, so we'll just have to go and see. But before I do that, of course, I gotta put on the GameStop glasses. Let's go check them out. Okay, I'm seeing something. All right, okay. Is there any chance you guys carry anything retro in the store that's not already out on display? Any like DS, 3DS, anything older?
Yeah, it'll all be over there.
Okay. Got a sleeper. Nothing great over here in the Nintendo section. Let's see if the 360 section, let's see if the Xbox section can save us. What do we got? Well, I can't really complain about that. I was able to get Rock Band 3, this Barbie game, and FIFA 17, all that for $24. It's a pretty good deal. I thought I was done, however, that first pawn shop I went to earlier that was closed, turns out they actually are open now, so I'm gonna stop by them, and then there's actually another pawn shop in front of them that I completely missed earlier, so I'll check them out, see what kind of games they got. All right, let us try this again. I'm thinking I'm gonna be having tough luck here. Fortunately, it was kind of just a bunch of filler that was at that pawn shop, so nothing I can really do there. There's one pawn shop left. I tried calling ahead to them. They didn't answer, so they might not actually be open. I'll check it out. We'll see. They also might just not even have any games, even if they are open, so we'll see if I can get lucky. All right, well, turns out they are not open on weekdays, so I'll go ahead and head back to where I'm staying and go over all these games. The last thing I was expecting to do on vacation was to pick up some video games, especially in the small town that I was in. But there were some great stores with some great games, so I ended up spending about $104, and in return, I got just about $475 in value, so can't really complain about that.